Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, mystery solved. We finally know why Hoda Kotb has been missing from The Today Show. Then, you may want to cover your eyes for this one. Producer Ted learns to drive a snowmobile and on the very same day, tries snowcross. What could go wrong? And cruise employees tell all the things that are happening below deck that you won't believe. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Let's make it a good day. Hello. Welcome to The Jason Show. Hello, friends. I'm Jace. Happy day. Please say hello to my sidekick sister, Kendall Mark.
Hi. Hello.
What's up?
Hello.
Beautiful.
Hello. Hello, you handsome devil.
You look great. I love that color.
Green.
Thank you, audience. Welcome to the show. Welcome. Thank you. Did y'all know? Let's get started. Did y'all know that today is the first meteorological day of spring?
Yes!
It's a lie. I mean, seriously.
Oh.
It is.
I was excited when you
I
said
am
that.
excited too, but look outside. It's horrible outside.
Yes, kindergarten spring too, because kindergartners say.
What?
Yeah, they say, well, like kindergartners, they say March, April, May is spring, and then June, July, August is summer. It's kindergarten spring too. Whatever it is.
What were you drinking at the coffee shop earlier today?
That's what they call it. That's what Keith and Cody always say. It's meteorological spring and kindergarten spring.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, I get it. I guess, yeah. If I'm a kid, I divide years up in like cabin season. You know what I mean? It's like, I do. I'm a good Minnesotan. It's like, okay, April, cabin season.
Right.
And that extends, through October. Mm-hmm. And then it moves into serum season.
Yep.
Chicken wing season.
Pull
and then
tabs.
back, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What? No, I actually don't go to serums during the summer. No, I don't. I'm at the cabin. I'm at the cabin.
I know your routine.
Thank you. Speaking of routine, so one of the things that, if you watch the show, you know that I love, and other states don't have this. They're called pull tabs. Pull tabs. They're little cardboard, little lottery. Oh yes, Did somebody? Right? Thank you, second row. I love me a pull tab. You pull them, you can win money. And they all go to charity. They're connected usually to like a kids' sports league or whatever. Anyway, I talk about them all the time. I learned this dark magic from my mother-in-law. She is really good at it. And I come from a good gambling family. My mother, I was raised in a bingo hall, so my blood runs dauber, a bingo dauber.
Dauber red.
My mom started it, and then I started playing pull tabs. Anyway, I talk about it all the time. So Kendall, who helps book things for the show, tell the folks where I'm heading today. I was going to wear a suit today, but I'm cash because
Jason is going to the Richfield VFW. So if you live around there, the Richfield VFW to sell pull tabs.
That's right. I got to practice that.
Yep. Oh, they're ready for you. I emailed with them yesterday. They wanted to confirm we were ready to go. I said, yes, he's ready.
And I know that sometimes people think that I'm fancy, but I love a good VFW. There's nothing better than a Legion and a VFW. Again, that's where I was raised.
Right.
I've said it 1,000 times. This would be my mother's bingo table. And she would have 44 cards on the, I'm not kidding.
That's not a joke.
She would have 44 cards. She would have her good luck charms, and then her biggest good luck charm was a little fat baby right there. That was me. She would have me in a little bassinet. She would feed me chicken wings, and then she would rock me, smoke with one hand, and then put the smoke down to daub, and then rock me if I.
Yeah.
And I was raised, I'm not kidding, in the Michigan City, Indiana VFW, I was raised. So I love the VFWs. They're good people. Yeah, she was. Anyway, she's a little under the weather today, so I'm sending some love to my mom. I love you, Mother. I love you.
The day you're selling pull tabs, this would have been like Dar's Day to appear.
Oh, it would have been Dar's Day, yeah. So I love you, Mom. Get better. Okay, let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo.
You okay?
If there was instant replay, I just knocked myself in the head with a spoon. Anyway, there we go.
And
okay.
coordination there.
Let's get started. Hey, it's a big day for us Star Wars nerds. Grogu is back, y'all. The new season of The Mandalorian dropped overnight on Disney+. But before you begin the season, well, first of all, don't not watch this show. Wait until this show's over. Early reviews suggest you'll want to get caught up on where things left off at the end of season 2. Now, let me give you a little further nerd suggestion. You're also going to want to watch The Book of Boba Fett.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Yeah, I know. Jeff, I know. It's a lot. But because something big happened with Baby Yoda in that show that is important to The Mandalorian.
Wait, like actual Baby Yoda or Grogu Baby Yoda?
Actual Grogu. He appears in The Book of Boba Fett, which was another spin-off show. I know it gets very confusing.
Because I'm caught up on The Mandalorian, but I should do that too.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, or I'll tell you during the commercial break.
No,
but I'm so excited. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go play pull tabs, and I'm gonna watch Grogu. You can find the new season right now. But again, please don't turn this channel. Watch the show, then watch The Price is Right, and then watch Mandalorian on Disney+. There we go. Next on the dish, let's move on. Real Housewives, Garcelle Bouvet. You know I love her. She's my favorite. Everybody's favorite, according to research. She was on Sherry yesterday, and she went off. This is what's so great about her. She goes off on people, but she is just so classy about it. She went off on Lisa Rinna, who you know left Beverly Hills. Look at this.
Now, Housewives.
Yes.
You just started filming the new season. The show is now Lisa Rinna Ellis, okay? So what are your thoughts? She left the show.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, you good?
Yeah, I'm so good.
With a period on the end?
I'm so good, period. You know what? Listen, I'm gonna give her credit. She definitely came on the show and made her mark.
Right.
But now it's time for new.
Okay, that is absolutely
It's
true.
time for new.
Well, Lisa Rinna is saying that now that she's gone, she said you, Garcelle, are gonna have to show up and work.
I've been showing up.
I done made the couch move. Good thing this is daytime and we can curse. I love it.
She said the B word. Be please. I've been showing up to work. And then right after that, she said, well, that's why research shows that Sutton and I are the most popular housewives.
Ooh.
Yeah. And she's not lying about that. Like Q ratings, Garcelle is, and there's a reason why. Garcelle is just classy. I was lucky enough, you know, when the Jason show went national. When was it? 17, Jeff? It doesn't matter. 2017. They sent me around. We had a sister show at the time called Hollywood Today Live that was hosted by Garcelle and Ross Matthews. And Garcelle could not have been nicer. I mean, I walked into the set and she came up to me and gave me a hug. She's like, good luck. And she was very sweet. Can't say that about everybody on that show, but she was very sweet.
She was nice. She was nice.
Anyway.
Read between
She
the
was
lines.
nice. Garcelle was very nice and very warm. But no, the show is I was shocked that Beverly Hills is filming already.
Right.
Remember, we
That's
did
what
the
you
story. Bravo said they were going to take a long pause. This was not a long pause.
No, and I don't watch the show.
I know.
So does everybody not like Lisa Rinna?
No, she has allies. Erica Girardi, Erica Jane.
That's your
Erica,
ally.
yeah. And I like Rinna.
Yeah.
Garcelle's right. Rinna did a lot for that show at the time. Rinna brought the drama. That's what you're supposed to do. But it just got a little old.
Okay.
I know my buddy Michael Rappaport would disagree. Sorry, Michael. Next on the dish, we have a Jason Show follow-up to tell you about. I know. It's like a news program. The case of the missing Hoda has been addressed. Yeah, at the top. Did you like that? Today, NBC finally discussed Hoda's absence. They said right here at the top of their show at 7 that there's nothing fishy going on. She is okay, and Craig Melvin said she's actually at home dealing with a family health matter. Savannah is also dealing with a health matter because she was pulled off the set with like a hook because she tested positive for COVID during the Today Show. So they have 2 anchors out.
Right.
But it's not good. You know what I mean? It's good that we know because, you know, shows like ours, we all kind of speculated.
Like what's going on?
Yeah, and NBC publicity department knew in a vacuum. people like us, we're going to fill that vacuum with hearsay and gossip and rumors that are not true. I'm glad there is no drama. I'm not glad, though, that it's a health issue, because I really do like Hoda.
Right. You said that when we talked about this when I first, was it just yesterday? That we were like, what's going on with this? That was it. It was either going to be that it was some contract issue with NBC since they weren't speaking, or a health issue, and unfortunately.
I thought it was dishy because she was vague booking a lot. She was putting pictures of horses and, with sayings of like, dream a little dream of a horse. You know what I mean? It was like, we were trying to decipher. You know what I mean? It's just like, well, just tell us what's going on.
Right. Some people thought she was adopting another child because they said last time she left for an extended period it was because she was adopting her daughters.
Yeah, which would have been great.
Right, which it doesn't sound like that's the case.
And I hope it's not with anything with the kids because Hoda has waited so long for
babies.
Yeah, she's a good egg. We have a lot more to come. Go get some coffee. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good day, my friends. Little shameless plug. The crew, everyone's working really hard. I think you're really gonna like. Well, I hope you like Everyday Show. But sometimes we go to third base. Sometimes we hit a home run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't mean third base like we're making out. I just mean like
I'd have thought. Third base is not making out.
The studio audience is like, we're doing that today? Yeah. But no. Woo! Yeah.
Hello.
That woman right there, she's not so sure about that. Yeah. Anyway, no, but Friday's show, I think you're really going to like. One of our most popular segments is our Best Thing Evers, when we tell you things that we're loving that we think you'll like. It's our version of Oprah's Favorite Things. Friday is a Best Thing Ever extravaganza. We're going to look back at some of how the history of it started. You'll never believe the product that started it all. It's actually pretty funny. And we have some updates on guests that have appeared in that segment that have gone on to great, like Porky Pig. Great success. That's all, folks. And new items. We have all the staff, Jeff, Ted, Kendall, and I are revealing new items that we think you're going to like. That's Friday. Right now, though, welcome back. Rebel Wilson was on The Daily Show with guest host Hassan Minhaj. And Rebel got engaged at Disneyland. And they talked about Disney, so we have to roll it. It's our late night rewind.
Did you know, Hassan, there's actually gangs at Disneyland? There are like these gangs of adults. They have like cool names like the White Rabbits or Children of Thanos, Coco Locos. They have all these gangs, and sometimes they wear matching vests. Yeah. And they walk around and like do gang stuff
so there's,
inside Disneyland.
Wait, there's like an initiation where you have to like stab Goofy or something?
It was actually, one of the initiations was you had to steal the apple from the Snow White ride. And the apple kept getting stolen so many times that they had to make it a hologram. Not a physical apple anymore. But don't ask me how I know about Disneyland gangs, because I will not say.
Yeah. It's not like you're wearing gang colors right now at all.
No.
Look, I don't know about that.
What? Is this true?
No, I don't think. Addie, it's not true, right? Addie, my
Okay, but y'all do Disney World, and she's talking about Disneyland. Could be totally different.
I don't think there is. All I know are there are gangs of people, and we call them armadas. And they're when everybody, there's like a family of 17, and they're all walking in a horizontal line, and they block the entire traffic. And they can't walk. They walk all in one line, and you're trying to navigate around them. And Colin and I call them armadas. We're like armada, get around them, get around them.
It's like Battleship. You just got to sink different pieces.
Exactly. Next in the dish, Cal Penn, meanwhile, was on Colbert last night. He's guest hosting The Daily Show actually in a couple weeks, and he got some advice for the big week. Look.
Have you sought any advice from any one of the previous hosts?
Well, I ran into Jon Stewart at a Knicks game a couple of weeks ago, and I did ask him. I was like, hey, so I'm guest hosting, any advice? And he said to me what was one of the greatest things and a testament to how loved that show is. First, he said, just be yourself and have fun.
Sure.
And then he spent the rest of the time talking about how incredible the showrunner and the writers and the crew and that whole team are, which really shows you like a love for the franchise that made me even more excited. But now that you asked me that question, I should ask you for advice. since you're
Don't
the
ask
pro.
me. I auditioned for that show in 1999, and they gave it to Jon Stewart.
You did all right, though, Steven. You did all right. I say it again. It's that it seems like flippant advice, but it is really the best advice when you do a show like that. Just go on the air and be yourself. Our old boss, Dennis Swanson, said that. Go on the air and be yourself. That was a horrible Dennis Swanson imitation.
I wouldn't know. I thought it was
very
great.
large. He was a big. Now, I'm talking about him in the past tense. Dennis is still alive, but yeah, he was a.
God bless.
He just doesn't work here anymore. He put Oprah on in Chicago, and he told her.
Oh, that guy.
That guy, yes.
Oh, who came to the state fair? That guy?
In a suit.
Yes.
Yes.
Poor man.
On our first day at the fair when everything messed up.
Didn't work.
That's his advice to people. Go on the air and be yourself. Forget about the lights, forget about the camera, forget about Jeff, and just go on the air and be yourself. And
Especially Jeff.
Especially Jeff, that's right. Don't leave, Jeff. Next in the dish. Courtney Cox was on with Kimmel across the dial. She's fresh off getting her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and she talked about the moment she almost left her dream behind. Look at this.
But will you tell the story about like the time you decided to give up?
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Well, my dad thought I should give up, really. What happened was I hadn't worked in a long time, and I only had enough money to live about 2 weeks. I mean, really eat, like that was it. And so I was talking to my dad, and he's like, Cece, that's my nickname, you need to come home. It's a long fall from Los Angeles to Birmingham, and it's just time to pack it in. And you are a salesman. You're a good salesman, and you need to do what you do best.
What did he want you to sell?
Sell swimming pools.
Swimming pools.
Yeah, that's my dad's business.
Okay.
And by the way, I am pretty good at that.
So yeah, I would imagine you would be. Yeah.
So I mean, I knew I had that as a fallback, but I was like, Dad. And then the next day, I got a call saying the audition I'd gone on for Family Ties, I got the part as Michael J. Fox's girlfriend for the last 2 years.
Was your dad?
Obviously, young folks know her from Friends.
Right.
But she is one of those people, Jeff knows what I'm going to say. You forget, she was not an overnight sensation. I mean, she was in basically every failed pilot of the late 80s and early 90s. Her and Jason Bateman, actually, they did every show. They were always the kid or the youngin' in the show. They were in so many failed shows. She took every role. She was in that horrible He-Man movie, Masters of the Universe in '86, with Dolph Lundgren. Obviously the Springsteen video. It took her a long time to get Friends, and that is an example of someone that paid her dues.
Right. And haven't we all been there? I mean, in everything in life. I know right before this job, I had been in this market for a long time just doing like odd jobs around the Twin Cities. It's really hard to stay somewhere until you get the job. Like,
and there are a finite number of these jobs.
There's very few. And right before I got the call from Kelly and Mim, our bosses, I had said to my husband, like, this just might be it for me. Like, maybe I don't have it. Maybe I'm not that good. But like in the back of my mind, I was like, it's so close. And within like 2 weeks, I got that phone call. And then Jason decided he liked me. Thanks. Hey. But seriously, it's crazy.
We kind of had an arranged marriage, didn't we? I mean, we really did. It was like, Kendall meet Jason. Jason, this is Kendall. Unless you hate her, she's going to be on your show.
Hi.
Yeah, and
Here she is. Worked out.
It was almost exactly like that. But no, I loved you from the start.
Thanks.
But it is true. I mean,
Yeah,
it was.
is.
It really was. Yeah. Because if you do this every day, you can't not like the person.
Right.
I mean,
You
no,
can't fake
you
that.
can't. You would see right through it. But yeah, there were many times when I moved here in '97. There were many times. Well, when Fox bought the station. This is an aspect that I don't often talk about, but I was doing movie reviews for the then morning show that Jeff's always been my boss, for heaven's sake. Anyway, he was the producer for a show called Good Day Minnesota, and I was doing movie reviews and entertainment. They called me the Buzz Boy. And then Fox bought us, and Fox got rid of everything that wasn't hard news. And I was pulled into a meeting and basically not fired, but I was pulled from the air. And that was crushing. I thought, this could be it,
When you told me that story, I just had heard about this from you. I was like, I had no idea, but you do have to just keep going.
You have to keep going.
When you want it.
By the way, Courtney's next film, Scream 6 in New York, comes out next week. Yeah, it's in New York. I don't know. I'm being optimistic about that one. Next in the dish, we're getting our first look at Disney's latest live-action remake of one of their animated movies. This time, they're going back to Neverland, Peter Pan. The movie is called Peter Pan and Wendy, and it's going to hit Disney Plus in April. We got to look at the first trailer. Look.
Tell me, how did you come to Neverland?
Are you
Lost Boys?
Every last one of us. But you're not all boys. So? What is this place? It's home.
Peter found it. Just like he found all of us.
It's like he found me. Peter Pan?
Were you expecting someone else?
What do you say, boys? You ready for an adventure? It looks very far away.
It's closer than you think.
There it is. You know, Peter Pan isn't one of my favorite stories. It's not really one of my favorite Disney movies. I think the story's weird by itself, but they look like they've modernized it. You know, they've made it exciting. It stars Alexander Maloney, Ever Anderson, and Captain Hook is Jude Law.
Ooh.
That's great. Peter Pan and Wendy will stream on Disney Plus starting April 28th. And of course, you know what I'm going to say. People are already losing their minds that Tinker Bell is a black actress.
Oh, Lord.
To the same people, to people that have that problem, that have the problem with The Little Mermaid, I have news for you just like that. Tinkerbell's not real. Just FYI. Just like mermaids aren't real, Tinkerbell's not real. Just FYI. Just worry about other stuff. You don't need to worry about a black Tinkerbell. Just that should be on a t-shirt. Don't worry about a black Tinkerbell. You're gonna be fine. Next on the dish, we're doomed. Where's the asteroid? Eugene Levy. Not yet. These people are nice. I don't want the asteroid to hit yet. Let's finish the show. I want them to get home safe and then the asteroid can come. Next in the dish, Eugene Levy is making the rounds thanks to his new Apple TV Plus show called The Reluctant Traveler. I've had some people say it's really good. I need to watch it. But it's his other show that has fans wanting more. You know what I'm talking about. So in a recent interview, he said that both he and his son Dan are open to bringing back Poop Creek. That's right. Woo! Yes. He says there's nothing in the works. He goes, there's nothing in the works. But if the right idea presents itself, they will act on it. He also said Dan is quite busy now, as is his daughter, who also appeared on the show, and they don't need their old man holding them back. Look, my feeling is, this is a show that would be easy to bring back, but I'm glad they're not going to do it willy-nilly. Mm-hmm. They're going to wait until they can crack the story. They can get this cast back together. They all love working with each other. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen, I think, within 4 years. That's my prediction.
Well, and it got really popular towards the end of its run.
Slow build.
Yeah, so people want it.
I love that show so much. I love fruit wine. It's time to meet today's JVIP. It's Jenna Ross from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Hi, Jenna. She loves the environment of the whole show, calling Kendall, Aaron, and myself all amazing. Aaron Schwab got a shout out on this one. Jenna says I'm a big inspiration to her, and she loves being able to watch the show and feel like she's chatting with a friend. She gets a Jason Show mug and entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes being a VIP guest in our audience, a $150 gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $150 gift card to our latest sponsor, the Institute of Advanced Aesthetics. That's right. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Coming up, it's bad enough that Ted just learned to drive a snowmobile, but what could go wrong when we immediately sign him up for snowcross? And secrets of cruise ships. Crew members tell all in a hysterical new article. That and more when we come back. Welcome back. Welcome back, friends. Producer Ted is on a mission to not only embrace winter, but become the manliest man in the Midwest. Recently, Kendall decided to help him with this, and she decided that Ted needed to learn how to ride a snowmobile. So she sent him up to the snowcross track in Elk River, Minnesota, where he got lessons from a pro. Look at this.
But we are snowmobiling because I've never snowmobiled in my life, and someone who knows a thing or two about snowmobiles, Jenny from Polaris, the head of all snowmobiles.
You said you've done jet skis before?
Once.
Once.
Didn't go very well.
Didn't go very well, so...
I crashed my moped once.
I think you can do it though.
So this professional guy you're talking about, how's his ego? Is he okay if I just like blow right by him?
He's been riding for over 30 years now, grew up in Minnesota, and so he'll show you kind of how it's done, how to get out there, and then hopefully we get you jumping today.
What'd she say? She says she's gonna get me jumping today. Like, off the ground.
Yes.
Why don't you show her what a good jumper you are right now?
If we can get you off the ground that much, we can get you higher than that.
Do you want me to get changed into some snow weather gear?
Yeah, but first tell me, what are you standing next to?
This is in case things go terribly wrong.
Oh, no, wait a minute, that's that. What is that?
It's the defibrillator. No. You're just
Awesome.
trying to psych me out here.
All right, go get yourself changed.
Okay. So they are going to teach me how to drive a snowmobile. Never done it before. And once we learn that, then we proceed to learning how to get off the ground, as in jumping. Before I left, executive producer Jeff specifically told me, do not do any jumps. But Jeff's not here.
Do another jump for me, Ted.
How many bones have you broken in your career?
That's not what we're supposed to talk about for a first-time rider. So we'll just skip that question because there's been a bunch of them. Between X Games medals and doing backflips and all the other things, which, you know, we'll teach you that a little bit later on. But for start, we're gonna get you on the track. I think we gotta get you in the air. All right, Ted, ready? There it is. Okay, we'll do a lap, and then we'll go to the jump, okay? Yeah, you just start squeezing that throttle there. Carry a little momentum, otherwise we're gonna tip over. Whoa, whoa. Going from never driving to jumping within 10 minutes is it's in a pretty accelerated learning curve. And we'll do it kind of a little bit over on this side, more like where I'm lined up, because it's a little bit flatter. So I'll show you an example, okay? And then maybe after that, you can follow me. Okay. Did I come off the ground? Okay. So follow me and just kind of go the same speed, okay? And just hold that speed all the way off the jump. Okay, not gonna lie, I'm not so sure Ted's ready for this. I don't know if he's qualified yet. Okay, you got it though. We got to stay positive. Stay positive. If you can go a tish faster, you're gonna be airborne.
the man, the myth, the legend. Audience, give it up for Snowcross's latest star, Ted Johnson.
Thank you.
Hey, Ted, I don't want to get too far into this. Identify, I know we did in the piece, but remind folks who that guy is.
So that's Levi LaValle, and he's won like 18 snowcross championships, X Games up the wazoo.
He's a legend.
Legend in the biz. And I think he was more terrified teaching me how to drive a snowmobile than he has been in all of his snowcross races.
How terrified were you?
A 15 out of 10. because the edges are banked like this, and then he goes, "Oh, you might tip over if you don't go fast enough." Well, I don't want to go fast.
You did get a little air. The audience and I are very proud of you, sir.
I will say, when I got the air, it felt like I got off farther than it did on the screen.
We're proud either way. Give it up for Ted, everybody. Thank you. Thank you to Levi. Kendall booked Ted for that because she knew better than to ask me. That's right. We're going to take a break. The mailbag and more when we return. Back in a moment. No way. Welcome back. You're going to love this. This is fun. I stumbled across this yesterday. I thought you guys are going to love this. With spring break coming up here, some of you may be planning a cruise. Some of you know I went on my very first cruise of my life last summer, and there's a new article that we have to talk about all of the cruise ship employee confessions. It's all about cruise ship employee confessions. BuzzFeed.com talked to cruise ship employees who exposed secrets and stories that make the show Below Deck look tame. Now, Kendall is back to chat about a few of the confessions, and some are pretty wild, okay? So this first one, so here's the deal. Hanging out with passengers is forbidden, but the employees say everyone breaks this rule. And by the way, this is a Jason Show post-show meeting that you're looking at right there.
Actually, though.
Who are those people? Anyway, in fact, listen to this. In fact, one employee admitted to going through the cruise photo department to find the best-looking passengers that just got on board. Some would even check to see if they were cruising with friends or if they were on board with family. And if they didn't see a wedding ring or other people in the picture, boom, they would go after them.
Free.
You know those pictures that you take when you board?
Yeah.
You know, they would go to that department and look through all the entry photos.
I mean, you're lonely. I get it. Like, hey.
That is ingenuity right there.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah.
Bravo.
Next up, something you may have heard of before. There are morgues on every ship.
Oh.
If you didn't know, maybe we should have saved this one for last. Anyway, one employee said that the code words White Star means someone is dying, and everyone must stop and go help them no matter where they are. White Star, that's a Titanic reference. Oh, that's weird. I don't like that one.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, you're on a ship. You're on water, people die. You know what I mean? I don't know. The audience is silent. Yeah.
You feel how I do. Like, why do you say that?
I don't know. The next confession. There's no limit, according to this, there's no limit how much employees can drink. One employee says shots are $2 and beer is $1.
Yes.
Now, the only issue is if there's an emergency, they are required to help out. Ooh, no.
Girl.
I do not want those. White Star.
I already spent $20. Let's see.
I do not want that. Don't help with my White Star. No. Now let's talk about pay. One of the workers in this article said that unless you're an officer or a contracted worker, pay is actually very low. It's usually true for people who get tipped, with some earning less than $1,000 a month. And they kind of gave like an addendum to this. They said that is why if you're on these ships and you are dealing with crew members that do tips, try to treat them well because they're not making a lot. And I know we realized this on our cruise because the staff, I would get 2 sips out of my drink and they were back. They're like, they would point at me in the pool because they knew who they had on their hands. And they'd be like, you ready? You ready?
Yeah.
And then by day 2, they knew my name, which scared me.
Yep.
Jason, you ready? Ready? Yep, okay. Vodka, lime, right? Yes, yes.
Yep.
Other revelations. Employees have to pay for Wi-Fi by the hour. Most contracts are 6 to 8 months. And despite the drawbacks, workers say they loved seeing seeing different parts of the world. Despite all of those things, they love seeing the world.
I noticed that when you brought up the tipping thing too, right? If anybody's been on a cruise, you know that they introduce themselves and they're like, I'm your guy. Well, for me, it was a guy. Like, I'm your guy. Make sure to come to me. And we're like, okay, great. You're fast. Yeah. Marty, you're the winner. But like, now that you know that, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and we found out in our cruise that there's like not a competition, but they compete with each other to try to get their client, the tips.
Yeah. Our guy was, I'm not kidding, I think his name was Harvey, because he'd go, Harvey, Madagascar, because he was from Madagascar. So he'd say, Harvey, Madagascar, Kendall, another, okay. Harvey, Madagascar, Jason, like.
That's right, 100%, Mr. Matheson. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. You can read the whole thing on BuzzFeed. Welcome back. We say it almost every day on the show. We do love hearing from you about the show. Not the mean people, but everyone else we do. We typically do a Jason Show mailbag on Mondays, but you all had so much to say already this week. It's time for Mailbag Special Edition. That's right. It's not that exciting. But anyway. First up, something I opened up when I got to work this morning. I walked in and do my little meeting with Jeff, and he said, we have a package. Mike and Sue in Roseville heard me mention our lack of coasters on this plexiglass desk. They sent a package that said, we heard you needed some coasters, so we created some for you. So, Kendall?
The suspense is killing me.
Kendall coasters! That's right.
Oh my gosh!
Look at
that. You were really quick to use that one.
I am gonna right there, and then there they are, right there. Okay, and executive producer Jeff, those are publicity photos, and Jeff loves the one all the way to the left because Jeff knows me so well. He calls that face that I'm making right there, I'd rather be anywhere but this publicity, but this photo session. And he's not wrong about that.
He loves
anyway.
taking pictures with me.
Yeah, we have one more, and then they also made these, the saying that I say at the beginning or the end of the show, if you're being bullied, go out there and be yourself, because no one can tell you you're doing it wrong. So thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. So, Kendall, you're forever going to be my little coffee. I'm putting right there. Yeah.
How nice.
That doesn't offend you that I'm putting my coffee cup on your face, does
Not
it right
at all.
there?
It's
Okay,
great.
there we go. That's fun. Next up, many of you sent us messages after I confessed to not knowing what a beef commercial is yesterday. Yeah, didn't know. Tammy says, our family would have a piece of bread topped with mashed potatoes, sliced beef, and gravy, and we called it a blue plate special. And Chrissy said, I'm a bartender server at the Isanti VFW, and we will hook you up with hot beef. Come in Fridays and Saturdays, we have bingo and fantastic wings, too. Chrissy knows exactly how to get my heart.
So someone tweeted a photo of what this is, and then I was like, oh, I know what that is. I just didn't remember it being called hot beef.
Commercial.
Yeah, I don't
get the commercial word. I don't understand that.
Yeah,
I still don't understand that. Next, we keep getting more Snowmaritans after producer Ted earned his Snowmaritan badge by snow blowing a nearby hotel following last week's big storm. Betty shared photos of her husband, Jeff. He was out helping the neighbors in Redwood Falls, Minnesota. Jeff definitely deserves the Snowmaritan honor. That's right. Yes. That's good, helping out your neighbors. I'm going to nominate my father-in-law. He does that. Next up, a great picture from Susie in Oakdale. She says, I love your show so much, I added an element of your set to my home. The rodent is plastic. The toilet paper is 1-ply, and the flowers are fake and dusty. Love you, Jason.
Gosh.
Yeah. We have all of those elements on our set. Old, dusty, fake flowers. A rodent behind Kendall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Where's the toilet paper from?
The toilet paper roll. I think that's an Eric thing. I don't know.
Oh, of course it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? We just blame everything on Eric. Finally, a message from Mary. Hi, Mary. She says, on February 27th, the Jennifer Hudson show had Joe McHale on. OMG, he looked very similar to you, except more buff. And I was like, no, please, that's chicken wings. Anyway, so we did a side-by-side. Here we go, a little side-by-side. No, nothing. No, nothing.
Glasses, facial hair.
No.
Hair color.
I have a round face. He has a very thin face, so it's fine. Yeah. We're both wearing black sweaters and glasses.
Excuse me, you're both very handsome men, okay?
Thank you very much, Kendall. Yeah.
That's right. You are going to enjoy that way too much.
Stay connected with our show on social media. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Search for Jason Show TV and our personal accounts as well. Kendall Mark and Jason Matheson on all those accounts. The party never stops there. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment, friends. Would you like a coaster? Here, I'll get you. Welcome back. Don't forget, if you want to show how much you love our show, check out some of our official show merch. Sadly, coasters are not on that in the store. But anyway, maybe soon, though. The Jason Show swag shop is open, offering mugs, water bottles, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and more. I gotta tell you, that sweatshirt, people are loving that one. It's soft. I see a lot of people wearing that in our audience. If you aim your camera app at the QR code right now on the screen, it'll take you right to the shop. But for your convenience, we've also posted links on our Facebook and Instagram pages. And be sure to come see us in studio. Free tickets are available to see us in person. Head to our Facebook page for a link or go to eventbrite.com or the Eventbrite app and search for The Jason Show. As we go to break, more audience selfies from this week from our new photo booth. We'll be right back. It's a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Hey, really quick. You had some fun today with some folks out and about.
I did. So our Fox 9 Morning News did a free coffee. Actually, we're doing this for the next month or so, where we're giving out free coffee on Wednesdays around local shops in the Twin Cities because we have our Wake Up with Fox 9 is back. So we're doing that. And honestly, I have to tell you, almost everyone who came up to me was like, I love the Jason Show. I love you guys. So everybody wanted to say hi to you. And I was like, that's right. I met a lady who had a Milky the Cow.
I know.
It was great.
People are so nice.
They're so
I
nice.
love them. Well, it's time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. We don't know what's in this segment until I read it live right now. Today, one guy's attempt to bring home his new TV. Check this out. He bought a 70-inch TV and decided to try and take it home on his unicycle.
No.
Another customer was sitting in a nearby car and started recording the whole thing. Oh my goodness. Some people think the clip was staged and the box is empty. It's not clear, though, if it is in fact real. There is no way that's real. No, there's no way that's real. No.
What?
No. That's not.
Those are so heavy.
Yeah, that's no. Look at the bend of the box. That is no.
I mean,
I call fake on that one.
You can't carry that by yourself.
No.
You know, you need two people.
No, we got a big TV. I had to get a dolly. I had to get a little,
Not doing it on a unicycle.
I'm not doing a unicycle. Tomorrow on the show, Stephanie Hansen is back, and she's talking fish fries. Where to get them, I know. 'Tis the season for fish fries. Speaking of that, I'll see you soon, Pine Brook. That's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great day. Drive safe. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone. And get your Kindle coasters.